The Amazing Digital Circus is breaking the internet, and thanks to its massive popularity, a bunch of theories have popped up explaining the mysterious backstory of this web series. So today, we'll dive into this sea of theories to find out who Pomni really is in her human life. We'll also explore the origin of the digital circus, and I'll reveal that Caine wants to manipulate each one of us. Unfortunately, I've already fallen for his mind games. We'll talk all about this and more today. Tell me who this character is. Your answers will be revealed at the end of the next video. There's a drunk theory that describes the potential background of Pomni. It seems that the design of the protagonist reflects who she really was in her human life before getting trapped in the virtual world. Pomni was created with the design of a little clown, but is better known as Jester. This gives us a very small idea that in the real world, she didn't have the best life. Perhaps her social circle treated her like a buffoon, just like at home, work, studies, and in her romantic relationships. Absolutely no one took her seriously. Glitch's website describes Digital Circus in a peculiar way, aiming to reveal a hint about the life of this cute little clown. A woman gets trapped in a crazy virtual world along with 5 other humans and is now subject to the whims of an extravagant AI and her own personal traumas. The woman mentioned in this description would be Pomni because Goosework confirmed she is 25 years old, the perfect age for mental traumas and existential crises. Precisely such behavior is seen in the character. The question many ask is, how did this girl enter this virtual reality? To answer your question is in the kind of life Pomni lived in the real world. We can infer that this young lady liked video games, and due to a magical video game, she entered this virtual world. Since she clearly says, "How do I take this headset off?"
How do I take this headset off?
It means she entered through reality virtual glasses, perhaps from a console or gaming PC. Possibly, human Pomni was just trying to escape from her sad reality, wanting to have fun and distract herself from how bad she felt in her adult life. And what better way to do it than playing a virtual reality game where she could live a life free of problems for a few minutes? It's no secret that many people play video games or have a hidden life on the internet to forget their problems. However, this time of fun cost her her freedom. Give the video a like because each like is to free Pomni from the virtual world. This is how the person who is in love with Pomni will act. I will give a like for love. I will give a like to free Pomni. And I will give it a like because I want a little kiss from Pomni. Let's talk about the virtual world of Digital Circus. There are several clues indicating that this web series tells the story of a cursed video game in its beta phase. It is believed that this video game is similar to Jumanji because it transports players into the game's reality from the moment they start playing. This particular video game features 7 characters trapped in the virtual world: Gangle, Zooble, Kinger, Ragatha, Jax, Kalfmo, and finally Pomni, although they become 6 because Kalfmo becomes absorbed. While Caine, Bubble, Sun, and Moon are artificial intelligences, with Caine being the one controlling the entire video game. And like any video game, it has a production company that came up with the idea and decided to fund the project. It's possible that this project was an ambitious idea intended to generate tons of millions of euros, so they released a beta version of the game to get fans excited, but for some strange reason, they halted the game's development. Rumors tell that one of the people developing the project was involved in black magic and cast a spell for the video game to come to life on its own and become more popular. At some point, Digital Circus did come to life, but it went out of control. The video game absorbed the players and turned them into game characters. This led the project to being cancelled and abandoned, but the beta video game was not removed from certain online stores, making it downloadable and installable. When starting the game, the player ended up being transported into the game's reality. Being a beta version of the video game, this explains why we see that a large part of this world consists of empty spaces. For this reason, if a character moves away from fully developed areas, their body starts to malfunction in many ways. The facts tell us that Caine knows this harsh reality and surely knows that the video game environment must stay active or he will disappear. From his behavior, we can infer that he has his own intelligence and is not programmed 100% by the same game. So, this would be the reason why this friendly character teaches players about their new life and denies the existence of an exit. The adventures he organizes are a way to distract his victims, so the game stays alive and doesn't turn off. This other theory suggests that Digital Circus is a digital alternate reality of a story that happened hundreds of years ago and is narrated in the Holy Bible. If you paid close attention to the pilot episode, you might have noticed this detail. When Pomni enters through the exit door, she goes into a back room and starts wandering through a corridor, and door after door without finding an exit. She reaches a place where there's a logo that initially doesn't grab attention, but upon closer inspection, you notice that it has the initials C and A. C is a clear reference to the character of Caine, but where does the letter A come from? These letters are related to names in the Bible, specifically Cain and Abel. A story in the first book, Genesis, the book of creation, says Cain and Abel were brothers who made offerings to God, the first sons of Adam and Eve. These men took care of different animals, which they then unsubscribed from life in the name of God. But God had a favorite, and that was Abel, not by his own choice, but because Cain did not love his neighbor. Due to Cain's jealousy and envy towards Abel, he unsubscribed him from life, and God punished Cain by condemning him to a sad and wandering life. Over time, Cain founded his own city and generated a line of descendants. A similar event might be happening in the Digital Circus. It's possible that Abel and Cain founded the virtual world. Cain forced Abel to bite the dust, leaving him alone and having to bring the video game world to life by confining people. In this way, these people could be considered his descendants because he shows them everything about that world and takes care of them. As an additional note, at the end of the episode, everyone is sitting at a large table to eat. This could be a reference to the Last Supper of Jesus Christ. Supposedly, this web series tells the crazy adventures of the members of the Digital Circus world. According to a theory, what's mentioned is far from true reality. The conspiracy suggests that the Digital Circus is a kind of show that plays with the minds of the viewers. Apparently, Caine not only wants to have control over the people/characters within the virtual reality, but also wants to control each one of us watching the series. The arguments supporting this theory are present in the key moments of the episode. Those scenes of danger and suffering were planned by Caine to connect with the viewers and gradually enter our minds from there. Just when Pomni is in the void, desperately looking for an exit, the episode redirects us to a scene where Caine is with Bubble in a similar place to a restaurant. At the beginning of the scene, a graphic from an advertising announcement appears. Advertising that includes a phone number, a link to a website, and also contains a message inviting us to buy. If we enter the link of the advertising announcement, upon entering, a video is played inside a giant wacky watch where we see Caine with a human body, and he enters and exits the virtual world without problems. In this video, he talks about his series, and lets us know how excited he is about the premiere. However, due to the atmosphere of the video and the strategic moment of the advertising announcement appearing, it subtly encourages us to buy a wacky watch. The worst part is, many have already fallen into his manipulation game, and I'm not ashamed to admit that I too have fallen for his manipulations. I will buy a wacky watch for myself. For my cats! For my dog! Help me escape from his manipulation! Undoubtedly, Digital Circus is a series with great potential, and what makes it interesting is its mysteries. If you're interested in the series, subscribe to the channel because we'll be making more videos. Before you go, I invite you to watch one of the videos that are appearing on the screen because they are just as good or even better than Pomni's kisses. A big greeting to everyone appearing on the screen. Bye!